Bonjour, hi, bienvenue, Gab Rossard, Brossa, Quebec. Back to English. Here we are in Gab Rossard, the end of the line here in Brossard, Quebec. This is the southern terminus of current REM service. The station features 2 bus terminals for buses used for onward transport headed south, as well as a 3,000, yes, you heard that correctly, 3,000 car parking lot. And a Tiny Timmy's that I used to try my first Tim Hortons in years at. So I'm Bostonian. This is my first time trying Tim Hortons in years. Better than Dunkin'. I know that's like blasphemy because I'm from Boston, but it is. And I should probably try the other flavor. Very sticky, but yeah, both of them are better than Dunkin'. And yes, sorry, but it is absolutely better than Dunkin' Donuts. Sorry, New Englanders. Anyways, we are here for the train and the station. Brossard train station takes up a huge footprint on the map, but the station itself is not too terribly large. As said, it features a bus terminal here and here, as well as this pickup drop-off and kiss and ride area right here with this art that was just installed near it. And once you scan into the station, you can head on in and walk down the steps or the elevator. I was less than a week off of crutches at the time of filming this video, so we used the elevator. And speaking of, this is the main reason why many of the footage in this video will be shaky. Although I have taken the feedback into account that many of you have said, which, by the way, is unacceptable, I think, especially on videos I filmed before I became disabled. And so, because of that, I will be trying to edit out as much shaky footage as I can while still keeping the narrative of the video. Anyways, down here you can access all 3 tracks. Track 2 is used exclusively for lighting, but still does feature benches on it for some reason. I suppose if you were meeting someone, or I guess. Anyways, here you can access all 3 tracks. Track 2 is used exclusively for lighting, although it still does feature benches on it for some reason. I suppose if you are meeting someone, I guess. Tracks 1 and 3 use a center platform that you can access with these stairs or this elevator. And once we get up here, we shortly after see our train pull in. After dropping off the passengers coming from Montreal, it will go back into the switch area and switch tracks and then come onto our track. As far as I know, the train is automated, but the switches are manually operated from a control center located near here in the city of Brossard. Here's our train, built by Alstom. These trains are a new model specifically designed by Alstom for the REM, called the Métropole Saint-Laurent. These trains are usually automated, meaning that the front window is clear and open to look out of. Now, despite the automation normally, the trains do actually feature a small control booth inside of this white thing. However, you would never even notice this in normal circumstances. I actually only knew of it because one of my friends I was riding with told me about it. I taught myself, it's like how he taught himself to be. Direction, Gare Centrale. It's like how he taught himself to be. However, this is a rarity. The friend in question I was with actually lives in Quebec and said that in the years since it opened, they had only seen an operator on it twice. So this is not something you will usually see. And with that, I'm also unsure if the trains are manually moved from the yard. I mean, I think they were, but I've heard conflicting statements on this. We are on the 1649 departure of the REM. The train departs 1 minute late and is scheduled to take a total of 18 minutes to make the 16.6 kilometer journey from here to Montreal's Central Railway Station. We will make intermediate stops at Deux-Carrières, Panama, and Ile-de-Soie before making our way onto the island of Montreal and eventually to Gare Centrale. The fare for a ride between Zone B, where we are now, and Zone A, containing all of Montreal Island and the municipality of Montreal, is $4.75. This does allow you to transfer to the metro, local buses, or EXO commuter trains after your ride, so long as you remain within Zone A or B. Although I am unaware of how many minutes the transfer time is. However, at the time of filming, I was only visiting Montreal for a few days, and so I was on a 3-day all-zone pass, and for that I paid $55.50. Now then, back to our ride. Here, we are traveling in the center of Quebec, Autoroute Dix, through Brossard, and soon we will travel over the beautiful St. Lawrence River.
I'm Japanese. Have the Toika card.
And here we are, traveling directly under this giant thing, I suppose you could say facade, of the Samuel de Saint-Champlain Bridge. As we enter the city of Montreal and get an absolutely beautiful view of the skyline over this amazing city.
So I just took the next Shinkansen.
And soon we start to turn out of the median of Autoroute 10 as it becomes Autoroute 15. And as we turn out, we can see Via Rail's facility for maintenance in the Montreal area. And we can walk up to the left-hand side of the train, if you're traveling inbound to Montreal, to see this and get amazing views of Via's trains, new and old. And remember, soon their old trains will be completely retired, being replaced exclusively by Siemens trains. So ride them if you get a chance. I didn't really get a chance.
Imagine if you could go from Boston to like DC in
3 hours?
yeah, not even.
Jesus.
And like the train left every like 5-10 minutes. Like something seriously awesome.
And soon later, we pass over and by EXO's yard. EXO's the commuter rail of the Montreal area, and we will ride them in a future video.
To Richmond today.
Okay, I'm gonna go to New York. Well, for me, I could theoretically day trip New York, but
New York, yeah, but you have to hold the Northeast corridor and the SL aren't fully booked.
yeah, they should make it able to do on commuter rail.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Shinkansen leaves like every 5 minutes,
And
and
so,
Tokyo to Osaka, which is like 8 hours, it's $100.
wow.
It's expensive, but like so is a seller.
There was a lightning bolt. Did you see it?
How would I did? Well, I saw it in the corner.
Yeah.
But yeah, how is the intercity?
Often late.
Often late. Awesome.
Often well,
Today,
often late, but it's the service is good.
That's good.
did you see on the group chat? I went to Dorval. I was waiting for the train bound for Toronto, and I saw a fucking freight train pull up and delay the train by 10 minutes.
Here we get amazing views of EXO's trains. Mostly old trains, however, one of their newer trains by CRRC are in the distance. Unfortunately, me and one of my other friends barely missed our CRRC train. But, oh well. So, you need... Wait, this is an awesome shot. Just seconds later, we begin getting pelted with rain, and I get to go into the front window. And I think I just said it best myself while filming. Dude, there's literally nothing cooler than sitting in a train and having the just come at you. It just felt so cool. And the thing is that normally these trains are actually designed to handle things like this, at least to a degree. Although we did get a small delay from this, but it was not big at all. Though something else did happen, you'll see. We got stopped for a bit in the end, but thanks to that stoppage, we did get to see a Via train bound for Quebec City pull out as we pulled in. We arrive into Gare Centrale with a 3-minute delay at exactly 1700.
Attention à tous les voyageurs, un problème technique nous oblige à ralentir le service sur l'ensemble du réseau. Veuillez ne pas actionner les sirènes d'urgence car ceci occasionnera un délai d'attente plus élevé.
And I left the train, but I didn't film much of the outside of it, or much of the station here at Gare Centrale. Though I do have some things to add while I play this video that I took during an unexpected extra night in Montreal thanks to my flight getting delayed. Normally, I do not put too much opinion on here, since my goal is to show the ride experience and let you decide for yourself. And for commuters, the REM is incredibly useful. I do love how the front is open like this. While I did not really film the seats, they would be one of the few parts of it. I mean, they work and were comfortable for the time, and you're not going to be on this for more than 18 minutes at a time anyways, unless of a delay. But next year, when the extension opens up, you will be on it for longer. But still, these are fairly standard metro seats, slightly smaller than the Montreal metro seats and not the best in the world. Now, let's talk about the future of this train. By the end of next year, all but 2 or 3 of the originally planned REM stations will be open, and 2 of the branches will be opened. The final branch, which will open in 2027, will head to Montreal's airport, providing the 3rd biggest airport in Canada with a far better rail and public transport connection than it has right now. Now, anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will really hope you did enjoy. I will see you next week for my video next week of Montreal's first metro that they got. Well, anyways, bye now, and I'll see you next week.